I'm Mark Burnell and I'm a professional horse dentist. By all means, please get your horse's teeth checked regularly. Depending on what you feed your horse, dictates how often their teeth need to be checked. Here we have Lucy with an egg butt snaffle on that is too big. If we hold the bit to one side, we've got a good 2 centimetres of overhang. That's steel that you've paid for that you're not using. So if we pull the bit from one extreme to the other, there's a fair bit of play through Lucy's mouth. This is not desirable. And what's also happening is the joint on the bit, in an extreme case, will actually pinch the margin of her lip in here and cause a lot of soreness. You'll be asking Lucy to turn left or turn right. It'll hurt, so instead of turning left, she'll turn right. So she'll have an opposition reflex. It's like having a teenager. Clean your room. No, I don't think so. So we don't want that out of Lucy. She's bigger than me and stronger. We'd like her to respect what I ask and trust that I'm not going to hurt her. This bit is too loose in Lucy's mouth. So this bridle needs to go up a couple of holes. If we pull the bit down, you can see that it's well away from the crease of her lip. So Lucy would be constantly chewing, which she's doing for me, trying to suck that bit back up into her mouth to a more comfortable position in the corner of her lips. So we'll tighten this bit up slightly. Good girl. So now the bridle is adjusted so that this bit that doesn't fit Lucy actually is doing a better job, but it's still not absolutely perfect. The nose band is good, but this bit is way, way too big. Here we have a loose ring snaffle. It is different to the egg butt, and we'll just measure it against the stick to see whether this bit will be appropriate for Lucy. And as we can see, this bit is way too narrow. The distance between the two marks on the stick, this bit's going to be fairly tight fitting and unsuitable for this pony. So we'll put it on just to check. Here we have Lucy wearing the loose ring snaffle bit that was a bit tight. This is going to cause problems if you persisted wearing this or using this horse with this particular bit. These rings are actually designed to rotate around and they'll start rubbing her cheek, causing some discomfort and pain. And you find her behaviour will start to change accordingly. Horses need to be happy and comfortable, so it's important the bit you choose does fit correctly. If we look at this bit, there's not much play. It's a fairly snug fit. If we're turning left or right, this bit doesn't have much play either side of the horse's mouth. So you're better off having something that's a little bit bigger than too tight. It's a new bridle. Even though this bit is sitting in a good spot for this pony's shape of head today, as this leather wears in and has a bit of a clean up, it will stretch and this bit or the bridle will need readjusting. We have a Hanoverian noseband with a flash, but all this, it isn't a bad sort of bridle. It fits her quite well, but the bit is way too narrow. Here we have a loose ring snaffle, which actually does fit. The last loose ring snaffle was too tight and was pinching Lucy's lips. This bit, there's a little bit of play. When you pull the bit in the extreme of either turning left or right, there's a small bit of steel which protrudes from the lip of the horse's mouth. But for a loose ring snaffle, this is far more desirable than having the snug fit hard against the cheeks. This bit does fit well. It's a 4.5 inch bit. In the egg butt snaffle, Lucy needs a 4.25 inch bit. So having two different size bits, depending on what type of bit they are, is perfectly valid. The cavesson, it fits well, and we can do the flash up if needed. Once again, this bridle is new and it needs a couple more holes put in here, but basically the bridle fits and the bit fits, so we're off to a good start.